And our last presenter today comes from Novia University of Applied Sciences. Project researcher Shiva Sharma will tell us about the Vasa Zero Emissions Data Center project, which aims to provide knowledge on the efficient use of energy in data centers. As part of the Technobotnia research infrastructure in Vasa, this project is, well, it enables research on future climate-neutral data centers. Shiva will tell us more about this himself. Welcome up on stage.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here today. It is my honor to be in front of you all and talk to you about the topic of great importance, not only for Vasa region, but for entire world. The future of data center. My name is Shiva Sharma. I work as project leader for Novia University of Applied Sciences in project V-Star. I'm also a PhD student in University of Vasa. In my free time, I like to travel, make new friends, paraglide, and I also take care of my little dog. In recent years, the world has witnessed a lot of new technology, and digital economy has fundamentally changed how we live, how we work, and how we communicate. But this progress has come with a cost, especially in terms of environmental impact and energy consumption. It is not conspiracy that global temperatures are rising. After industrialization era, global average surface temperatures has risen by 1 degree Celsius. It may seem small, but in terms of accumulated heat, it is significant. And this amount of accumulated heat has changed seasonal and regional temperature extremes, causing heavy rainfall, melting sea ice and ice peaks, causing wildfires and changing habitats for different animals and plants. It is clear that we cannot do our business as usual, and we need to rapidly reduce our greenhouse gases emissions. As I mentioned earlier, digitalization has came with a cost, and data centers are the backbone of this digitalization. So there is a huge challenge on how to run a data center sustainably and carbon-free. So what is data center? I guess many of you here know what it is, but to some of you who might not know, data center is a physical place where IT infrastructures are hosted. There are your servers where it is collecting your data and storing. And yes, your data is not on the cloud, it is on the data center. So let's go a little further. Right now, data centers consume almost 1% of global electricity. Only in EU, data center is projected that it will increase from 104 terawatt hours per year to 160 terawatt per year until 2030. To understand this, let's look about our whole Finland energy consumption for 2021 was just 84 terawatt per hour. Let's look even deeper. Here I have data from November 1st from Fingrid. It is very windy day, so we have carbon emissions per kilowatt hours are really low. Even in this scenario, every year taking 104 terawatt hours per year, data centers only release almost 3 billion kilo of carbon dioxide in atmosphere. And this is best case. In reality, it could be 2 times more or even 3 times. So I hope we all agree that we should start thinking of data centers not releasing so much greenhouse gases in atmosphere. And these were the thoughts behind our project, V-Star Zero Emission Data Center. So what is V-Star Zero Emission Data Center? It is a project that, it is an infrastructure project which is initiated to pave the way for innovative solution in zero emission data center. This project is funded by Academia of Finland. Total budget for this project is almost 2 million euros. This project will run till end of 2025, and we are 4 different universities working in this project, namely University of Vaasa, Abo Academy, Vaasa University of Applied Sciences, and Novia University of Applied Sciences. In 2023, we will plan for this data center, and in 2024, we'll try to buy all the equipment that is needed to run this data center, and by end of 2024 and 2025, we'd like to run this data center and test different research questions and ideas we have regarding zero emission in data centers. So what does zero emission means? It might mean different thing to different people, but achieving zero emission means releasing no greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, or any other greenhouse gases to atmosphere. And now I have been talking about zero emission data centers, but how we as a V-Star plan to be zero emission data center. First of all, we are planning on only using renewable energy and carbon-free energy for our data center operations. Mostly, we also would like to buy most efficient equipments that can be purchased right now, thus increasing our efficiency and thus reducing our energy requirements. We are also using waste heat from data center to heat the Technobotnia building. I will go later on that one. And we'll also like to minimize the uses of any resources like water and electricity in our data center, and also practice circular economy practices, for example, while we do repairing and recycle the equipment while we need to repair it. And to do this all, we will also have a lot of different sensors. So we are collecting a lot of data from them, so we can see what is going on in the data center and try to optimize and improve our overall operations and our overall system. Also, we would like to test energy and task scheduling and optimize it. What do I mean by this is that, for example, if we know tomorrow is going to be a very windy day, so we would like to do only priority computation today and leave everything for tomorrow. So we then use our full capacity while we have a very windy day. So we believe that future of data center is going to be very tight sector coupling. What do I mean here is that data centers produce a lot of heat and requires a lot of energy. Thus, it would be very interesting to have data center right next to greenhouses where you could produce vegetables. For example, greenhouses need to be heated throughout the year, so it would be really good to have these two sectors coupled. and this would be the future of a data center. So yes, our data center is going to be located in Technobotnia. Here you can see on the red, on the first floor. If you do not know what is Technobotnia, Technobotnia is a laboratory facility co-owned by 3 universities right now. So it will be there, and we plan to utilize the waste heat from our data center to heat this building as well. So we try to be as optimal as we can. Right now, we are mostly planning phase. We are thinking what kind of cooling we require, what kind of heat, waste, how we're going to utilize the waste heat to the building, also preparing for tendering and collaboration contracts. And next year, we would like to purchase and install, and 2025 we would like to run and test our system. That was a little bit about zero emission data center and our project from me. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer as much as I can.
All right, thank you so much, Shiva. Do we have any questions in the audience? Yes, over here, very good.
Thank you, sir. This might be a little bit too early of a question because you're currently in the research stage. But do you have any plans of kind of converting old data centers into any of these new, more renewable ones?
We don't have all data center ourselves, so we have to build it for now. But it could be really interesting for someone who is already running data center before to test and optimize how to make that data center zero emission as well and more sustainable.
Can you tell us, are there any examples of already operational climate neutral data centers?
There is, it is in very first phase. There is a lot of research going on right now. Almost all big players are going towards it, but as far as I know, there is no any large scale zero emission that data center now.
All right. Do you have more questions in the audience over there? Camilla.
So before this project, I'd never heard that data centers emit a lot of waste energy and take a lot of electricity. Why do you think that it's not known as much as, for instance, how many greenhouse gases cars and the clothes industry give out?
You mean why people do not know that data?
Why is it not very known as these other parts are, since it is quite a big polluter anyways?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. Maybe it is not what people see directly, because data centers are usually somewhere in the remote running full time. So maybe that is the reason. We don't see them like in the street running cars emitting a lot of gases. So maybe that could be the reason. But we are here to bring that knowledge to everyday people.
Shed some light on it.
Yes, exactly.
Do we have more questions? Over here. Oh, wait, a microphone. Let's get you on tape.
A very similar type of question of Camilla, like my concern that why only data center? Because there are many factories. For example, Wärtsilä in Vaasa, they are polluting lots of our environment. They are producing more heat and CO2. Why not? And why? What's the motivation of this data center only? Why not other areas or something, other industry?
I totally agree. I mean, everybody should go towards zero emission now. And we here in Finland has been committing that we'll be carbon neutral by 2035 and whole EU through 2050. So it's just a matter of time when we all will or we must be carbon neutral.
Do we have more questions? I'm actually curious to know that how much responsibility should we put on companies needing these data centers to develop climate neutral solutions, and how much is down to regulation and local government police or policies?
I think it is both. Like in the previous presentation, we talk about how there are carrots and sticks to encourage companies to be carbon neutral. But I think nowadays is becoming more and more that it's not the carrot or stick, but it's just everyone is very motivated. And people are understanding that we cannot do business like this, because it's just a matter of time when everything will fall. As we can see, wildfires this year have been crazy, and our weather patterns have changed very much. So I think it's just a matter of time when everyone will, and I feel like we are very much motivated now, and it's just a matter of time.
Great. All right. I think that will wrap this up. Thank you so much, Shiva.
Thank
Let's
you.
give him a round of applause. Thank you. This was our final presentation here today, and I hope to see many of you tomorrow, either here at Ritz, at Revel, or at Loftet. All right. Thank you so much.